Are you both willing to continue?
If you have questions.
Are you willing to go on?
Will you say that you were too nice to IBM in agreeing to their conditions, most notably the one not having access to previous games, as they had access to all your previous games? And is any chess match where any grandmaster plays another grandmaster, they both had access to many, many of their games. And here you were limited to almost no games, and only had games as you played, whereas they had access to all your games.
No, unfortunately, I was playing too well last year, and after Philadelphia, I didn't take it. I mean, I took it seriously, but I believe that my biggest mistake was not to demand certain conditions that would make this contest fair. Now, first, I think there must be some games available. This is number one. Number two, I think in the future matches we'll consider more openness of deep blue even during the match. Also, I have to confess that the biggest mistake was that I followed the advices of computer specialists that all recommended to play this way. I think this is the biggest mistake, and I said, if I have to play again, guys, we'll play normal opening. This is no doubt about that, but in order to play normal openings with Deep Blue, with a machine that has unlimited memory, has a great team of grandmasters, we don't know even the number, preparing that, I have to start preparing as for the World Championship match. I have to take it as a competitive chess. I did not. I mean, I played a friendly match. I was sure I would win, because I knew the computer would make certain mistakes. And I was correct in game one. Suddenly it stopped making this kind of mistakes any longer, maybe a little bit in the beginning of game three. But, my strategy failed. And maybe if I was in a better mood today, I would survive. But, after yesterday's game, which was a very tough match, I lost my competitive spirit. Now, fair conditions, all the games available, and, we take it really, to win or lose, not to study computer implications. No, you have to beat this machine, you have to play proper chess. It's clear. No, it's whatever happened in game 2 or game 5, even to beat machine in game 1, it takes a lot. It's a proper opponent, and I have to mobilize my resources to play even through the match. Now, but my preparation was so weak that, I had to consider what to play before each game, because I decided not to go intentionally, not to go to the main openings, and it was a mistake, because during the match you don't have time to come up with something that you play regularly, because obviously these guys are studying it very deeply. Now you have to come, study that, but it takes probably a couple of months of preparation. My preparation was maybe 10 days, and that was not enough, even close.
Yeah, when grandmasters play each other, they often have tendencies to trust us and seem annotations. Like bottom 50 stop annotations in some games. Would you consider this match, the program, basically showing the parameters annotated from your point of view when you show the chess match, and in the future allowing opponents for a match when you show the next generation to see the annotated games on the computers, they can compare it similar ways.
Well, see, some of the annotated lines of a Deep Blue before the match is probably okay, but if I give you the whole dump of whatever computer is thinking, now obviously you don't have any match at all. Right. So again, I said we will publish some of that in appropriate forum. Obviously today everybody's tired on Mother's Day. We need to all go home and celebrate. And let me just also mention once again, I've answered several times about why the Deep Blue's games are not available. The previous incarnations of Deep Blue, many games are available. Many of them are in the books. And this version of Deep Blue took 1 year to develop, it is a very young system, and I would like to have had many competitions so we have many games available, so we could have tuned the parameters as we go along. And if we had provided the games in November, it would not be the same machine come February. And same thing, if I provided games to play in February, it will not be the same games that will be played in May. So since it's a developing system, those games become meaningless while we're doing development work.
I don't quite understand what you say about openings, though. In 2 games here, you play openings which are very often seen in Grandmaster chess, and in these 2 games you have lost. The other 4 games you play sidelines, and you were quite successful in those games. Can you elaborate on your statement?
I don't think that what I played, you shouldn't be mistaken by looking at the first moves of game 206. What I played it couldn't consider an opening, but also in game 2 I played something that is, it's a main line, but you play some decent moves, not the maneuvers that a couple of times happen in the games of the chess players. But in game 2, I believed I can afford certain things. I wanted to test how the blue plays, the close positions. I was very much surprised to see that the blue didn't take on b5, because normally computers don't keep the pressure. It starts taking an advantage. I didn't. It's a smart machine now. I learned something. Now, as for today, in game 4 I successfully implemented something. But, in game 5, I recognize that, even if I play some tricky openings, the machine reacts very often like a human player. The strategy didn't work. The blue was learning too quickly, and it didn't make the same mistakes I would expect it to make. That's why, after e4 there's a very limited choice of dumb openings, like I played in game 4. And I tried to play something else. I didn't expect this main line, but again, I wouldn't like you to take this game as a serious one, because my ability to fight was very much down today. No, I don't think yes. I think eventually machine will prevail, but I don't think that you can take today's day as the day of doom. It's, as I said, it's just the beginning, and I have no doubt that personally I can beat the machine, even if it has a new version in 1 year time. But it's obviously it's a historical achievement that machine was even able to play on a competitive on such a level with a world champion.
What do you say to another match in which you have unlimited access to books and your own notes, and what does Mr. Tam think about that? Would that be more fair than this match?
Well, Gary and I have often talked about this new concept called man and machine playing chess together. And what we have in this match is a precursor to that. We both use computers in different fashion. And Gary would very much like to propose a new form of chess we talked about for the advanced chess, where grandmasters would have access to computers while you play chess against each other, either during a regular match or through the internet. Those are many possible advancements that we could see for chess in the future.
Just as a database, the human also with a computer as an assistant database, not as a computer calculating moves. What does Mr. Kasparov think about that? Unlimited access to opening knowledge, your own notes, your own preparation, so you don't have to remember to look them up if you need to.
It will help, but I would prefer that to have it with me, because that will relieve a lot of energy before the game. I don't think it's yet needed, but it will definitely make my performance much better. Yeah, I was playing against myself and against something that I couldn't recognize. Well, it's why, I believe I'm the best in the world, and if I lose, it's a result of my mistake, While I was in a good shape in this match, they both couldn't do anything.
If you had 2 months, like you have this match, or if you had a chance to 2 months, what kind of result would you feel you might achieve against the residents?
a world championship match is a world championship match. Now, you know, if I have to take it as serious as a world championship match, as defending my title, preparing properly for the opponent that I can identify, I will play it very, very differently. I will play differently, and again, if you want to check how confident I am, I can bet the entire prize fund of the next match, whatever it is, that I'll beat the machine. I think 8 or 10 games. It's a normal match. Sorry? Yeah, because you know then the advantages of machine are growing because you know I will be tired. I think we should play every second day. You should give a human being time to rest. You know, 20 days, 10 games, proper match. You know, and I'm ready to take a challenge. And I believe that some other players would like to participate as well. I think it's not about becoming chess player. Again, I don't think there are many players to compete, Mr. CJ. I think there are very few that are capable of fighting Deep Blue, but I think it's time to prove that machines can do a little bit better than this match.
Could you repeat the question? How often do we have to fix the data? Well, we have the normal databases available to almost any other computer chess whenever the new games, the Grandmaster games that's meaningful, we update it.
I would like to ask Mr. Newborn a question. The last time in Philadelphia, the first thing that was said during the press conference was, let's do it again. Why don't I get it now?
We've already heard it. We're hearing it from...
Not from AGM, not from IGN, not from... Maybe from Gary, but...
Well, these things get negotiated with the people involved, and it takes a bit of time.
We're very confident.
We went away from Philadelphia. We've all been discussing the question of whether there's a potential rematch. It's certainly a subject of discussion. It's something that will get discussed between IBM and Gary over the next couple of months, and if the ACM is a participant, we'd certainly like to be involved.
What's your inclination?
Well, we're obviously very flattered by this invitation to play with Grandmasters at the regular level, very highest level. And it's something that we will have to discuss, and obviously, personally, I would like to see that happen.
What is your reaction to what Mr. Kasparov said? General.
Oh, I think in the sense that, as I said also, that Deep Blue is a new system. It's not fully tested. And this is the first time we play 6 regular games. Obviously, if we play more games, we'll find out new things, either bad or good. We don't know.
What are the implications of this on the ELO system? And you're at an all-time high, 28 rankings possibly going up. And as a footnote, if you were to perhaps have an ELO to
Rating implications. If you ask me to give a rating to Deep Blue, I think it's almost impossible because you have to evaluate something that makes different moves. If you look at beginning of game 1 or game 3, you will be flattered, even to give any rating to this machine. Now, if you look at the end of game 5 or game 4, you will give it 2800 or even more, maybe higher. Now, I still think that it's very difficult to make any rating evaluations today without machine playing the proper competitive chess. Now, it obviously plays many positions at the level of 2800 or above, but there are still many weaknesses, and probably the average will be somewhere around 2800 today.
Specifically, where are the weaknesses?